People of Earth, how are you? Look at this. 3 shows in a row. Holy shit.
A new low.
My name is Al. Across the table from me is my good friend Joe. Together we do this podcast of ours. It's called Kinda Right. How you feeling, Joe?
I'm feeling pretty good.
You look pretty good.
Well, that's because I haven't been working outside.
I was going to
in
say,
this
your tan looks
miserable
good,
heat.
though. Yeah, the heat has been miserable. But it's summer, and it's summer, and it's summer. And it's summer in New England, which means humid as fuck.
But every time we get into this
19
patch
out of
weather,
20 days, right?
and I'm not, look, I'm not bitching. I'm just, I was talking to the insulation guy today, and they may start the house, one of my houses tomorrow, or not, because they got guys that are just, coming back at 2 o'clock saying, fuck this.
Yeah, right.
And that's just the deal. So I've had an electric trench open for about 2 weeks, and I think I'm going tomorrow. I keep telling Scott, my guy, that I'm going down, and I was going to go down yesterday, and I was going to go today. And it gets like 86 degrees by 10, and it's not really it's not the temperature. It's just this.
The soupiness.
Yeah, it's
Fucking
just
soupy,
fucking
man.
sticky. So tomorrow, we're supposed to get a little bit of rain, so that might take some of it off of there. But this just reminds me, because if you go to Florida, there's 6 months of this,
Right. And it's hotter.
and it's
As humid or more humid as well.
The sun is hotter.
Right.
'Cause
You're
there's-
closer to the fucking sun.
You're
somehow.
closer to the equator.
Right.
No, you're not really closer to the sun, but
Closer to
sun,
the equator.
The sun has less atmosphere to go through. It's more direct,
Right.
meaning there's less of an angle. So the atmosphere goes kind of straight down on you. And I couldn't do this for 6 months. I'd be like a hermit stuck inside the house all day.
Right.
But instead of it being snow, it would be beautiful out.
Right.
So you'd be kind of like feeling a little guilty that you're not out doing something in the sunny, hot weather. But
I don't know. The only thing I can think of to do down there, and I don't know if we discussed it on the podcast or not, but I know for a fact I could and would make a living as an Uber driver down there. I could do it. I like talking to people. I don't mind driving around. I would probably do it at night. 24 hours a day in Orlando area, there's an Uber 3 minutes from wherever you are. That's just the deal. It's like fucking New York City or Boston or something.
yeah, but
I
would
would
you
love
want to
it.
be in Orlando?
Yeah. Because that's where the money is.
So you don't want to be. You're going to go to Florida, a big dick sticking in the ocean, and you don't want to live by the ocean.
I hear you, but you can't make. Maybe you could do it in Miami, but I don't want to live in fucking Miami. I'd rather live.
I think you could go to Tampa.
Yeah, that's nicer there too. Yeah, I could probably do the Uber. There's just not as much business. You know what I mean? I think there's unlimited business.
Well, because
they
you're going
have
in
space,
and out of Disney,
but yeah, they have
driving people
and they
around.
have special lanes just for rideshare, just for Uber and Lyft and whatever the fuck the other ones are called now. You know what I mean? It's like a whole
Right.
phenomenon. You know?
Right.
It's like we always say, we've come a long way, and 10 years from now, there will be shit we didn't even think of. 10 years ago, nobody thought of Uber. There's no way you thought there would be a ride-sharing lane at fucking Animal Kingdom. You know
No.
what I mean?
No.
There's just no way, and there just is. So what I'm saying is I like the idea of working overnight or, when it's cool out, and then enjoy the days by the pool. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Get some skin cancer
when you're going to
going.
retire,
I'm not-
Uber's going to be all over.
Yeah, but no, I'm not talking about when I'm retiring. I'm talking within 4 or 5 years. I'm done.
Because the self-driving cars are coming.
Yeah, but somebody's got to fucking press the buttons for those. I might get involved in that. By the way, I believe,
Being one of the fucking Jetsons?
and
George Jetson?
I gotta say, I understand your concept, and I've taken it a little further in my mind, and I think I started talking about it. I think you're gonna belong to a So like Ford will have their own, and Ford is who you subscribe to. It's going to be a subscription basis. That's going to be the real ride sharing.
Yeah, you're gonna have.
Nobody's going to have a car in their garage. You're going to fucking
It's gonna
call
be
it up.
like
It's going to come get
fractional
you.
ownership.
Right. But it'll be with the car manufacturers. That's the future of
Or
cars.
some other,
Who knows? Maybe it'll be Google and Amazon.
some
You
other.
know what I mean? Google, Amazon, and Facebook. Facebook
An
mobile.
entity that'll buy 400 cars.
Hey, didn't
and
that-
be responsible for them?
I know you pay more attention. I know you don't pay a lot of it, but it catches your eye probably more. Didn't fucking Zuckerberg take a fucking massive hit last week or something? Did you read about that?
Well,
Like another massive hit?
I don't know. I saw. You know, I didn't read anything about it. I just saw like a headline. But I think Facebook, which is just fucking evil.
I'm with you on that one. I'm totally off of it. There is no kind of right on Facebook anymore, by the way.
And I kind of knew that it was evil. Well, I think Facebook fucks with people that, how do I say this without sounding like a complete asshole?
I mean,
There's people out there that are very concerned about their appearance, you know, meaning their status, whether it be how well their kids are doing or how much money they're making or, you know, what are you looking for?
nothing. Something
pen?
making a noise. No, that's all set. Don't worry about it.
And Facebook
That's
is,
the fridge, everybody.
Facebook just fucks with these people because they go and they look for all their friends and everybody's doing wonderful because nobody puts any bad news up on Facebook.
Well, why would you?
You know, my 2 kids are on heroin.
Yeah,
and
no one talks about that.
fucking my ex-wife let a guy move in, and
But
he
I do
started
know-
banging my 12-year-old daughter.
I do know a bunch of bitches who
You know,
talk
it's
about their
just-
diabetes and shit like that. That's annoying.
Yeah, they
I
have.
don't need to know about your restless legs or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
you
but that's
got
usually
going.
in like some sort of a group, isn't it?
No, I'm just saying there are people who fucking
Well,
use it as a
bitch.
They use it as a forum to bitch. That's exactly
Yeah,
what I was
which
going to say.
is probably just as annoying as having people, you know, my life is perfect. And hey, you know what? Maybe people's lives are perfect, but I just don't. You know what? It's a good tool if you want to find somebody.
We've talked about that. It's a miracle if you want to find someone. I actually
Worked well. I found
I
a
had
bunch
some-
of people that I hadn't talked to in years, and I talked to them and pretty much done talking to them.
and now they never want to talk to you again.
Probably not. They don't want to talk to me. And I don't know, maybe when I'm 65, I'll,
Start it up again.
yeah, hey, just see who's fucking dead. And
I actually had a female acquaintance from way back who had moved to Florida, and she was like kind of a wicked lefty, but we always had like spirited debate. And I told her at one point, she was a real estate gal. Her husband was in it. She had the fake boobie. She looked great and everything. And one day I'm like, you know what? I'm just tired of you and your perfect life. She took it the right way.
right.
But I called Hillary a cunt on fucking Facebook a couple of years later, and she unfriended me. I'm sorry, Janelle. I know you listen, baby. How you doing? You got big, beautiful fake breasts, honey. How's John doing? I'm sure he's fine. I wish the best for you, Janelle. She's one of the first girls I kissed. I kissed her in 5th grade.
Well, she probably didn't have fake tits and
She didn't. She had little golf balls. They weren't even. You know what I mean? They were. She wasn't even anywhere near developed yet. Well, that's why she had fake titties, because she had small ones. I'm sorry, Janelle. I'm sure.
So I mean, it's
I'm sure
just,
she does the big shave too,
it's just
or waxes.
everybody's, you know.
It is what it is, Joe. Hey, I know that you're one of the things you will expound upon at any given time is your feeling on drunken driving laws in America. Are you familiar with NASCAR and its fucking popularity in this country? Once in a while we talk about it. It
Yeah.
does seem to be waning a little, but anyway, The head of NASCAR got fucking busted for drunk driving Sunday night after he was celebrating. One of the young stars who was up and coming finally won a race.
Yep.
So they all got shit-faced, and Brian France drove his fucking car home. The France family has owned NASCAR since there was a NASCAR. And now his uncle and daughter or something are running the fucking thing while he's trying to sort out his life. He fucking blasted through a fucking... I guess the race was in the Hamptons. I didn't even know there was a fucking NASCAR track in Hamptons. Sag Harbor or something. He blasted through a fucking stop sign all shit-faced.
Well, that's not very good.
Yeah, but he didn't hurt anybody, and the poor guy's fucking life is going to be wrecked. I mean, oh well.
I'm not,
No more $100 million salary for you, Brian.
No, I'm sure he's fine. I mean, that France family's worth like $10 billion.
Yeah.
They own the whole fucking deal.
Yeah, I believe there are no shareholders without the last name France.
The problem with
although Richard Petty might own some,
is that the punishment doesn't fit the crime.
Right.
I'm not a proponent of drunk driving.
You're not telling people to go out there and drive drunk.
I think if you get pulled over drunk, but what happens is people get pulled over. You know, if now it's in our state anyway, they look back your entire fucking life. So
it's just
at
the worst.
50, you can have a DUI when you're 20, get one when you're 50, and they ass fuck your life.
Right.
You know, you're a fucking drunk, and the statistics just don't bear it out. Meaning, whatever the drunk driving's, I think I've said this, whatever the drunk driving laws were in 1994, and for some reason, I want to say 1992, but I think there was a few discrepancies. So whatever it was in 1994, that's as good as it ever got. Meaning the tougher drunk driving laws didn't do a fucking thing other than just make it more miserable for the people that caught for drunk driving. Meaning there were no less drunk drivers, there were no less fatalities, and this is nationwide. Because, you know, all 50 states pretty much have. All it's done is make a lot of money for lawyers. It's kept cops busy.
Yeah, and lifetime government employees.
Yeah. It's kept the courts busy.
Yeah, there's a whole bureaucracy built around it.
There's a bunch of people, you know, the fucking breathalyzer companies that sell this shit that you got to put into your fucking car, which... By the way, these fucking things you put in your car, you got to blow into every 15 minutes. Now, how the fuck is that good for driving around? I mean, this thing starts beeping, you got to blow into it. You fucking smash into some old lady while you're blowing into your fucking breathalyzer. It's just retarded.
I'm going to tell you who else has been the fucking beneficiary of that windfall, and that's court stenographers. You know what I'm saying?
Court stenographers? Not my wife. No, I know. She's at where all the workman's comp people go.
Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. Talk about a whole bureaucracy. Man, when I was doing the fucking PI thing, fucking taping people for that shit.
Yeah.
That was awful. I had to get out of that. Talk about soul-sucking work. That and the guy who got in a car accident and was out of work, and you're taking a fucking photo of him working on his transmission while his kids are running around the fucking yard and shit. Awful.
He's carrying the transmission on his back. Meanwhile, he can never work again.
Well, he's also, you know, fuck it, bending over, working on the engine or whatever. I still felt bad. I'm like, this is bullshit.
I'm poking around here. I guess Facebook. See, I don't know what the problem with Facebook is. I think it's part of it was. It's harvesting user data for targeted advertising. Is that part of it?
It's done that forever. There was something else that came up though, and I don't know what it is. Oh my God, Lorraine Bracco's hit the wall.
Lorraine Bracco's got to be like 70.
She's not young. I mean, she was old in The Sopranos already. She was adorable in fucking
Goodfellas. But Goodfellas...
Even then, she was starting to get a little long in the tooth.
I think Goodfellas was like 83. Wasn't it?
1990 at the earliest. Want me to look that up? I can look that up. Yeah, so I don't know what the deal with the Facebook is. I sound like my
No,
brother
there's
Dave.
something going on.
What's up, Dave? I haven't called you in a while. Sorry, buddy. Call me. Dave, call me. Sorry, go ahead.
They've had a couple data breaches.
Yeah, that was it.
I think that they're
Oh, my God. The kid knows what he's talking about.
1990.
1990.
I just think that they lie to you and they keep all your fucking data and they sell it to anybody that wants it.
Mr. Data.
And I believe
Speaking of Data and Mr. Data, did you finish the next generation? Are you doing any more Star Trek?
I'm done.
Okay.
I
You got as far as Voyager and stopped, like me?
No, I watched Voyager.
Oh, all right. You didn't do the next? Oh, Deep Space Nine?
I'm gonna pick that up in the fall winter when it
Yeah.
gets miserable out.
Yeah. Well, one thing that came out of it is a deep admiration.
Stink.
What's that? You farting?
Your pot.
It's a really good pot. One thing you got out of it is a deep admiration of Jerry Ryan in a fucking in
Yeah,
a
I
onesie
didn't-
or whatever that's
I
called.
never watched any of that, so that was it's nice seeing her.
Yeah, no, she's good.
Saudi Arabia pumps $2 billion into Tesla.
All right. That seems weird.
Musk is considering taking the company private.
That's called fucking diversification of your portfolio if you're a sheik. You know what I mean? I got all this oil. Now I got to find someone who's working on not oil.
Oh, they're all they're very heavily diverse.
Yeah, you got to be. That's the only way to stay fucking, stay liquid, baby. Yeah, you got to have a backup plan, right? Not that I would know. My backup plan is to have no backup plan. You know what I'm talking about? My backup plan is graduating Husson University next June. You know what I mean?
I know.
I just don't have a backup plan. Oh my God.
What?
Osama bin Laden's son wed the daughter of Mohammed Atta, who was the father, who was the leader of the fucking 9/11 fucking plane crew that crashed into the World Trade Center. So there's a fucking unholy marriage, huh? I guess there was no
where is
connection there.
Where is it? Where were they married?
It's looking like they were married in...
New York City?
No, man. This is the New York Post, but hold on. I was going to get like 4 papers. I should have, because the Post isn't that good today. They get married in London.
Yeah, I didn't. They're not like banned or anything from.
But what I'm saying is, it's just like Mohammed Atta's daughter and Osama bin Laden's son. It's like,
Well,
what the fuck? It's just...
I guess you can't. If we're not going to blame the son for the sins of the father, apparently. But then again, the son might be. I'm sure he's being watched.
A swarthy
closely.
scumhole?
Or maybe he's just a rich cunt. Doesn't give a fuck.
I guess a lot of...
Doesn't give a fuck about the Quran or any of this.
You know what? I was wrong about London. London, it doesn't say
Yeah,
where.
I don't think it would be London.
Nah, they got married in fucking Saudi Arabia or whatever the fuck. They're all Saudis. Osama bin Laden's a Saudi. Fucking Muhammad Atta was a Saudi. They're all Saudis.
Elon Musk wants to take Tesla private, which I don't blame him because the whole fucking stock market it's all about,
Yesterday.
well, it's about quarters. It's about,
Yeah.
what's this next quarter going to be? And he's like, I don't give a fuck. He's looking 10 years down the road, not next quarter.
Right. Yeah, but he's still going to get influx of cash every quarter. I mean, whatever. I know what you're saying, but
I don't know what you're talking about.
what I'm saying is he getting that big of an influx of other don't you have to essentially give away more of your company if you're not public to get any real money? Is he rich enough that he can do this? I'm asking you.
No, that's why Saudi Arabia pumped $2 billion into Tesla.
$2 billion just doesn't sound like enough to go private.
No, it's not.
That's what I'm saying.
But you have to own
the math-wise.
You have to have a certain amount of stock, and you can take it private, and then you can fund it through one of these private equity guys or a bank, actually, to take it private. And then you have a lot of debt, but you don't have a bunch of people out there hanging on to your equity and telling you what to do.
Right.
So being a private company is somewhat easier.
Yeah, believe me, I understand. I just thought at this point, sometimes you're just too big to go private. I would imagine. I don't know, but like you said, he doesn't care.
Well, it's just that they force him. Not so much him, but you kind of have to bend a little bit to the whims of your shareholders because those are the people that you represent. They're the number one people. And a lot of them are just greedy motherfuckers.
Well, I mean, they're all
greedy.
I don't think you get into that business with a sense of fucking altruism. You know what I mean?
He's a really good-looking guy.
Oh, no. I mean, Pam Anderson?
Jeffrey Katzenberg.
He's still looking all right?
He is a handsome man.
I'm not sure I agree, but
no, he's not.
He's really not a good-looking guy. What is he up to these days? Is he in show business or?
Well, he and Meg Whitman, former CEO of eBay and HP, raised $1 billion in funding from all the major Hollywood studios, China's Alibaba, and lead investor Madrone Capital to fund a new, NBC new TV, streaming TV thing.
Oh, cool. Fucking 5 years too late. Good work. Good work, Jeff. Follow the leader there, Jeff. You know what I mean? His name carries some weight, Good for him. But he's got to be fucking almost 70 also, no?
I would think so.
Yeah, he's getting up there.
I think Jeff is Jeff is
very wealthy. That's what Jeff is. And we're talking wealth. He's not rich. He's wealthy.
He's not tall.
He's less than tall, and he's not hirsute either.
67.
You know what I mean by not hirsute?
No.
He's not very hairy.
No matter how rich Jeff gets, he's never going to get any taller.
Or get more hair.
Well, he could get hair.
Nah.
I guess he could get hair stuck into his fucking bean.
Doesn't matter how rich you are, you will never, ever, ever get your hair back. Ever. Ever.
But he's not going to become any taller.
You can look like you have hair other than your own. And yeah, that's hair, but it ain't your hair, Jeff.
And he's he's just one of those guys.
Yeah, man.
One of them guys that, there's a lot of short guys that do very well.
He's making deals, man. He's making deals.
Because the short guys they've got the
drive, man.
Well, yeah, they got to make up for being short.
You get big points here on Kind of Right if you're a driven individual.
Yeah.
You get big points. Doesn't matter who you are, what you do. If you're driven,
even if you're short.
Especially if you're short. You get big points here because what you're talking to right now.
5'4". That's a lot of drive right there.
What you're listening to here is two people whose the sum of our drive is not that higher than zero.
No.
It's between 0 and a fucking small fraction of 1.
Yeah, we're both relatively tall.
and we're tall, but we're not particularly driven. All right,
And I think there's a direct proportion.
driven to survive. That's about it.
Certainly not trying to light the world on fire.
Certainly not really all that hung up with what's in the bank account. Oh yeah, there isn't
No.
a bank account.
Well, it's
You
nice
know.
to have a few bucks, but
It is, but
it's nice not to sweat the bills.
what's the difference then having 100 or 150 in your pocket and the bills are paid, or having $1 million in? You know what I mean? Fuck it. If the bills are paid, you live to your means. Fucking,
Say if
More
you got
power to you.
if you got a steady $100,000 in the bank,
I don't even. I've
Then-
never had that.
there's no difference between
I had-
$100,000 in a bank. To me,
I have had 100 grand
And-
in the bank,
10 million.
but it's like
Because what are you gonna what is there that you're gonna fucking buy?
I had 100 grand in the bank steadily for about 24 hours. And a lot of it was gone in the next 24 hours. You know what I mean?
So,
I've never amassed
I don't
that
know.
kind of fucking
Or
money.
100 million. What are you gonna do?
Well, I mean,
mean,
you're
if
going
you-
to travel, that's for sure.
If you want a yacht,
You're going to travel.
I was just
If you
reading.
want a yacht, you better have more than 100 mil in the bank, because you're about to have 50 mil in the bank now. You know what I mean?
yeah, you
Never
gotta-
mind all the taxes you got to pay on it after that, too.
Well, depending on how big of a yacht
You're
we're
talking about 50 mil for a
No.
really special one. Like a really, really good
No,
one.
I mean they call something that's 35 feet a yacht.
Yeah, but that ain't a yacht, man.
You know, you're talking about like a fucking cruise ship for one.
The guy with 100 mil probably a bigger one than that, man. But I know
No,
what
there
you're
was
saying.
there's a who's the
Leonardo DiCaprio,
no.
Silvio
Leo has
Berlusconi,
no money like that.
Silvio
No,
Berlusconi,
stop it.
Sylvester Stallone.
Stop it.
Trying to help.
Who's the other guy? Geffen, who's like got $7 or $8
Well,
billion
him and
dollars.
Geffen, Katzenberg, and Spielberg were partners, right?
Well, Geffen bought a boat with some other guy for $450 million.
Oh my God! What the fuck kind of boat must that have been? I mean, is it the Titanic or what?
It's big. I want to say that it was like some sort of whacked out fucking motor yacht
Catamaran,
slash
like
sailing ship too.
half cat.
But it was all like, any. I don't. What the fuck do you do?
Those
with
are
the
pretty
thing?
cool though. The ones that can sail.
Well,
and
not the
just-
ones that are. It's 300 feet long.
Yeah, but I like the
you
big
can-
the big catamarans with like the fucking each whatever you call
What
it
the fuck are you gonna do with it?
is bigger than this house. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And you can walk across it and look at the water and shit.
it's just retarded. But
It's
hey,
just one of those things. I don't like the water, man. I'm not into it.
I don't like.
I'll
being
never
on a
go on a
boat.
cruise. I'll never ever go on a cruise ever.
I was reading in the. I did some fucking survey. I thought it was legit. It was like an Amazon survey, and I got 4 subscriptions to various magazines for a year.
Yeah,
So I picked.
because you finished the survey.
Yeah,
Good
so
work.
And we're talking 20 minutes here. So
Magazines are cool.
I got Time magazine.
Nice,
I got People magazine for my wife.
nice. The Economist.
I've had that, but I find that I don't read it anymore.
No. Rolling Stone.
I already have Rolling Stone.
Okay.
I got Scientific and American,
Oh, that's cool.
and then something else. But at any rate, I was reading Time magazine, and the European travel has gone crazy. Much like, remember when airline travel was for the upper middle class, and
Yeah.
now it's just the
For
fucking
everybody.
cattle car for anyone.
Well, it's fucking cheap.
Well, it's the same way. They're all going to Europe, and all these
I'm all
European
set with
cities
Europe.
are overwhelmed with these fucking
Tourists. These
Yeah,
ugly American
just-
tourists.
fat Americans
Oh.
and fucking Chinese people that
Oh,
just bump right into you.
Chinese people are some weird. I think we talked about them, but now that you bring that up, they seem to be blissfully unaware of other people around
Well,
them.
apparently the deal is in China is that when you get on the train, all you do is slam into somebody.
The whole time.
Well, you just slam your way. There's no excuse me or anything. It's just their culture is to, you just fucking you know, if there's room in there, you either smash people together or you just slam into somebody.
Yeah, it sounds awful.
And, so, you're not thinking that you're doing anything wrong.
Right.
Because this is just the way you were brought up. Because there's so many fucking people over there. So, they're saying they're all fucking rude, and you got the fat Americans walking around. I guess in Barcelona, there's a big problem with people they're fining people walking around in their bathing suits. Because these fucking animals that still think they're good looking are, walking around the city and they just look like fucking animals. And I don't know.
Fucking big old sideshow Bob popping out of their fucking groin.
Yeah.
Bozo.
So I guess
Jackson 5.
I guess I'm glad I'm
J5.
not going on any European vacation anytime soon.
It's not that great. I mean, I guess
There's a bunch of old shit you can see, and if you can look at it on TV.
if you could fly private and afford to rent someone's house, maybe. You know what I mean? But like I said, that's the only thing I would do if $100 million fucking fell out of the sky. I would travel and travel very, very well. You know what I mean? It's probably what I would do. I like traveling. We gotta get back to Milwaukee. Speaking of traveling, I say it every once in a while.
I don't know what I would do. I'd just give most of it away, I think.
Yeah, I would give a lot of it away.
Pay off people's mortgages.
I would pay a lot of people's mortgages off, no doubt, no doubt. Like my wife would be rolling her eyes every other day. Oh, you just paid someone else's mortgage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Probably
What are
pay
you
more-
going to do with it?
Probably pay mortgages for people I've never even met for fun.
Buy my kid, maybe buy her a house. Although I don't know if that's any good. Paying for everything didn't turn out all that well. You know what I mean? She's a little spoiled. Probably should have made her take out a fucking.
How about try this one? Paying for nothing. How's that?
Well, that's
Try
not
that one
bad
out.
either. But
It's probably a happy medium. You know what I mean?
well, I guess the federal government is investing Facebook too.
Federal government what?
Well, they're talking about regulating Facebook because I guess they're very fast and loose with all this information that they have on people.
Well, it's been their business model for a long time. We ascertained.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Chicken butt.
I don't know. I shouldn't say it. I don't have a feeling on Mark Zuckerberg. I was going to say something like, well, he stole it from those Winklevoss twins, but
You said that 2 weeks ago.
they're fucking insufferable too. I mean,
They made their money in Bitcoin. I don't know how the fuck they figured that
no,
out.
I think they fucking lost all them. They
Nah,
lost
they're
a
fine.
lot of money in Bitcoin.
Look them up right now. They're billionaires.
I don't think so.
And they still check in with each other for everything. Those guys are weird, man. They're like one.
No, they're like
man.
together all the
Yeah,
time.
they're together all the time. I think they even sleep in the same room.
I think they fuck each other.
Ugh. I don't think so.
I'm telling you.
That's weird. I mean, the whole idea of the identical twin is fucking bizarre anyway, but there are some they are what's known as super identical twins, you know? Those guys fucking, they are the same person. It's fucked.
No, you're right. They are Bitcoin
Yeah,
billionaires.
they're billionaires, man. So props to you guys for being particularly driven because you made it happen. You got fucking cornholed by Mark Zuckerberg, who clearly is smarter than you. That's fine. But you guys are smart. You made it happen. Good for you.
Well, they're privileged. I'm not big into the privileged.
Yeah, but
They went to Harvard.
are
Their
they more,
father
were
went
they
to
more, were they,
Harvard.
Were they more privileged?
Grandfather went to Harvard.
Were they more privileged than Donald Trump?
Good question.
Wicked good question. Thank you.
But they're nothing like Donald Trump.
I know, but he's still, if you're gonna call a spade,
Yeah, I would say so because
their
it's,
grandfathers or whatever.
it's Harvard. They're
Old
blue,
school.
they're
Blue
fucking
blood.
blue bloods.
I mean, listen to their last name. You know,
so they're yes, Trump's father was self-made. There was no like grandfather before that. It's like Bush. I mean, Poppy, who's dead. Is Poppy dead?
No, man.
He's still alive?
He's dying soon, though.
Well, Poppy wasn't
Barbara's dead.
self-made.
Barbara's
Poppy was, there was Prescott Bush.
His father was
Actually,
Prescott Bush.
there was.
His father was a senator or something.
I think his grandfather made the dough. So these blue bloods are.
Well, they're walkers.
John Kerry was
That's
a blue
the main
blood.
connection. The walkers. The Bushes are very, very blue blood. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking George.
Well, that's how you can have a
43
fucking.
went to fucking Yale and Harvard. I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, and he
He's
should.
a Yale guy.
And if by merit, he probably wouldn't have got into fucking Bridgewater State.
No, I mean, they said he got out of Yale, but he had a 2.4, which, was better than me. I got out with a 2.14, and made Dean's List the last 3 semesters.
Yeah, but then he
Can
got
you
into
imagine?
Harvard Business School
Because he graduated Yale.
with a 2.4.
Business school, graduate school has nothing to do with academic merit.
It does if you're not a
It's
Bush.
real easy to buy your fucking way in if you got the coin.
I don't think so. I think there's like 10,000 applications and 150 fucking seats.
And a couple of them go to the top based on their last name.
And if your last name is Bush, you get one of
That's
those
cool.
seats.
No, I agree. He's privileged. He made the best of it. Fucking guy became president of the United States of America on limited fucking IQ.
And he's a war criminal. I don't think he's stupid, but he really seems like he's stupid.
He pulls that off. He's either really stupid or a wicked good actor.
Well,
He
you
could be a
think
good
about
actor.
it. He can't be stupid.
Oh my God! Do you see that he works in watercolors now? He does portraits of famous people. I mean, they look kind of like them, but it's bizarre. He paints huge like 24 by 36 watercolor portraits of people.
Well, I think that
I just vomited.
I gotta believe
it
that
smells like
George
puke.
Bush is having a hard time. I think George Bush is a moral guy. You know what I mean? I don't think he's an evil person. And I think a lot of that Dick Cheney.
You said he's a war criminal.
Well, yeah, but he was kind of. I think he was sort of fucking pushed into it by Cheney. I don't think going to Iraq was a.
I think you're backing off on the war criminal thing. Is what I think you're doing.
No, what I'm trying to say is I think there's a lot of fucking. I think he thinks about all the dead kids and shit. Cheney, you just know, doesn't. He's not thinking about it. And I don't think Cheney's evil either, but I think Cheney just believes he's delusional in the sense that he still believes what they did was the right thing. Even though there were no weapons of mass destruction and it's turned out to be a disaster.
Dick Cheney would have been a fine president.
So, I don't think he, I think there was a lot of
Wasn't that motherfucker Secretary of Defense at one point?
yeah,
And the
under,
Vice President.
He was Secretary.
It's
of
like
Defense
Israel
under-
almost. Those Israel guys all hold them top fucking offices over there. Like they're fucking prime minister one week and then the next year they're fucking foreign minister. You know what I mean? It's wacky.
He was Secretary of Defense under Reagan, I think.
Yeah, the whole Iran-Contra thing, he was
relatively young.
I think he was a senator from Wyoming first, but he
But I think he pushed hard for the Iraq war thing. And I don't think Bush was a pushover. You know, everybody says, well, Cheney's the real president. However, I think there was a lot of pressure and a lot of make George think it was his idea. You know what I mean?
That's probably what they do to every president. You know?
And it's just it was a fucking disaster.
Listen, not every president is as deep thinking as our current president of the United States of America.
I told a bunch of people,
Singularly-
some of them who were very liberal.
The singular deepest thinker in the history of the American presidency.
Had some people over this past week.
The greatest president.
Some of who were very liberal. I
Yeah.
said, God,
Fucking
isn't
handsome,
it
too.
great to have the best president since Lincoln?
You gotta love it.
And there was
Did any of them fucking
one of them
fall
was
into a
gonna
conniption?
throw up.
Was this anyone I know?
No, this is
it
some
family?
of Patty's. There's two in Patty's family.
Yeah.
Die hard on the left,
Of course, that's fine.
and
That's
just
fine.
said,
Doesn't
you
make
know,
them bad girls.
unbelievable that we got a president like this who's almost as good as Lincoln.
Better than Lincoln. That's the one I like.
You know, he's just. They keep trying to get him. You know, they just keep working on him, and he just fucking.
He
it just
doesn't care.
rolls off his sleeve.
Yeah.
It rolls
What
off
else
his
is he gonna
back.
do? He's Phineas P. Bluster. He
Yeah,
is the
just-
Bluster King.
But he doesn't. It's like he doesn't give a fuck.
That's why he got hired.
He really
That's
doesn't.
why he wanted the job.
We needed this country needed Trump. Of
course
it really
we did.
I mean,
History will be fine to Donald Trump, by the way.
it needed
The
him.
only thing that bothers me is why is this guy Manafort being tried for tax evasion by the person who brought the case was the Russia investigator.
Well,
It's
because
just-
they found
it's
out
just fucking
about it.
nuts.
while
I get it.
investigating. You know what I mean?
But yet the guy seems to be. Are they acknowledging the fact that the true Russian collusion was with Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton? Do they? Is anyone gonna? And then it's gonna come
Well,
up.
that's the thing.
How do you define collusion? It depends on what your definition of is, right? Bill
Look.
Clinton,
that evil fucking cunt
right?
set up the guy in Canada who owns all the mines, who you can look up. I forget his name. So that he could get into that uranium deal in fucking Russia and be part of either the seller or the buyer or some fucking thing.
Right.
And or he orchestrated it, and then Bill went over there, and this is while she was like going to vote on it, you know, because she has to like let it go.
Yeah.
And then Bill went over there and did some speeches. I mean, those fucking two scumbags should be in jail. They should actually be executed for treason.
On TV, live.
Live TV, hung, just fucking hung. Firing squad with no little fucking hat would be good too. What? Put her out there in a fucking like white. Put her in that outfit she was wearing the night she got nominated.
I like
and
gas
just fucking
chamber.
fill her through a fill her with fucking bullet holes.
I'm anti fucking
Shoot Bubba in the head. Put him out
do
of
you
his
call it?
misery.
Anti capital punishment, but for them I want them gassed because it seems to be the worst of all deaths. You know what I mean?
I don't know.
I think it would be appropriate to gas them. Actually, probably be appropriate to just shoot them in the back of the head based on how many fucking people they've had shot in the back of their head. A lot of them just fucking seem to expire, or it looks, they're made to fucking.
two of the most evil people ever.
Yeah.
And it's just
With she has no regard for human life, and he is at best a rapist.
yeah, well he's fucking we know he's a rapist.
Yeah. At best, that's the best thing you can say about Bill Clinton. He's just a rapist. He loves raping people.
Well, I don't know
what
if that's the best you can say.
That's the
about
best
him,
thing
but he-
you can say
But he
about him.
certainly is a rapist.
Yeah, because he's a murderer as well.
He's a confirmed. He's not convicted.
He's a
but he is a
liar.
rapist.
He's a fucking rapist.
Right.
And there's other bad shit he's done too.
Lies.
Wow, the lies ain't whatever. I believe like you do. They've had people killed. All right. At least Hillary didn't rape anybody that we know of.
No, she did. She did the next worst thing. She threatened the people that he raped.
She basically enabled her husband to rape more bitches.
Yeah. She
You
didn't
know?
give a fuck. She was along for the ride.
Yeah. Them keeping their mouth shut directly affected her fucking chances at fucking whatever her fucking idea of success is.
But you know something? These
How about losing the presidency twice? How's that? How's that sound?
well, and I was just gonna
as the favorite both times, the deep favorite.
and segue
You
into
lost twice. You can't.
kind of segue into like
'Cause she's the worst fucking candidate in the history of modern presidential fucking elections.
it looks like these Democrats are are all doubling down on being. They're going to go in and run as lunatics.
Yeah. Well, that's what you
They're
got to
gonna
do,
double
man.
down on the fucking,
On the shrill lunacy.
the
They
he's
love when you call them shrill, by
racist
the way.
and fucking. It's just going to be more of the same.
Yeah,
And I think they're going to lose. I have a feeling they're going to lose.
Wouldn't it be great if they lost fucking handily too? Like, just
like
destroyed.
If they had less fucking Senate seats coming out,
Like
and
if
going in.
fucking Trump,
I mean, less House seats
Like
and less Senate seats.
like if Trump was to run against anybody, Elizabeth
Well,
Warren.
yeah. I mean, they're talking about seriously running her. I mean, what
There's no way she thinks she can be.
she'll be
president.
73 or 74 years old.
Yeah. She's and a nightmare, by the way.
And
Talk about shrill.
she-
Jesus Christ, honey, give it a rest.
and she's got crazy eyes.
You know,
those fucking.
you're getting a little long in the tooth. You know, it's okay to retire. You got enough money. You know what I mean? You fucked up enough people's lives. Just listen.
Well, and she's got the
Liz.
fucking Pocahontas thing that's going to be on
It's-
her back.
She's going to be the first of the 16 people in the primaries to drop out because one of them is going to bring it up on her side. It ain't even going to get
of
to
course.
Donald. Someone's going to bring it up immediately.
Yeah, because this is going to be a fully open
see-
primary.
See the
I
kid
don't
who's
believe they're going to bet on any There's nobody. Doesn't seem to be anybody in line.
you see the kid who's
Pig
running
face.
against her for fucking Senate here. He's like in India from Indian. He had a big bus at the July 4th parade that said, vote for a real Indian for U.S. Senator. His name's like, Preet Singh or something. I don't know what his fucking name is, but he's.
Well,
I give him credit for running. He's going to lose, but that's all right because we live in fucking Lunaticville.
now
around here.
is it Democratic primary or is it?
No. He's the
He's the Republican
Republican.
in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
He'll lose.
Oh, yeah, he's going to lose.
They love her.
But I mean,
The lunatics love her.
they will come out and they'll come out in droves to vote for her for senator. Maybe they figure she could ignite that kind of fucking craziness in the whole country based on
Yeah,
the
but
fact that she got elected for no fucking good reason at all.
I don't think they.
She's the most unfucking. I mean, whatever. I guess academics and stuff have always been senators, so maybe she's not unqualified. That's unfair, probably. But to me, if you've never held office before and then all of a sudden you're a fucking U.S. senator, that to me doesn't
I don't
make
even
any
know
sense.
why we're talking. You know what?
We're talking about it because
I will guarantee.
I have precious
Elizabeth-
little to talk about other than shit I
No,
don't know
neither-
about. I don't
got
know.
nothing to
I don't know about anything, so I got to pretend. I can
Liz
pretend.
Warren will never be president.
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, there's no way.
Bernie Sanders
It's
is
a
going to
miracle.
run again. Now that'll
That's
be
ridiculous.
because here, Bernie may break off from the Democrats, and then he might just guarantee that no Democrat's going to win the presidency.
Right.
It's so funny. I mean, the fucking Democrats, they didn't let the FBI in to fix their computer system that they knowingly went up and told the Democratic Party, you're being hacked. And they didn't do it because Debbie Wasserman Cunt was fucking stacking the deck against Bernie Sanders.
Right.
So that fucking the whore could run. And I mean, she was
And-
going to win anyway,
And
but
eventually lose.
but I watched the thing last night. I can't get enough.
No matter how many
Of
illegal
all-
votes there were.
I can't
She
get
lost.
enough of all those people in the Javits Center, all those fucking all these starry-eyed fucking liberal assholes looking up at the sky,
The glass
dreaming
ceiling.
of
The glass ceiling.
oh, with a big smile. And as the night went on, the whole room just fucking
Yeah, but what,
all the air came out of the room. And
that must have been
they're all
wild.
crying.
Yeah, a lot of crying. But what was better than the sheer fucking hysteria going on in the TV studios of CNN?
Oh, well, that too.
MSNBC.
But I just
They
think
were fucking
And the other
visibly
thing-
shaken.
This is how
Rachel Maddow cried.
look.
Don Lemon got
Here's-
drunk.
Here's how bad Hillary Clinton is. she didn't come down and talk to the crowd.
No. Well, she couldn't compose
because
herself.
it's so much about her.
Yeah, no.
It's all about her
Reports are she could not compose herself.
because she's a fucking loser.
They called her doctor.
Literally.
And whoever was in charge of her that night, because I don't think it was Bill, said she needs a sedative. They sedated her. That's how uncomposed she was.
Yeah, she must have been out of her mind.
She needed a sedative to calm the fuck down.
Well, the next day she was on something when she did that fucking.
She was coming out of fucking anesthesia, basically.
They probably
gave her propofol.
Did they give her the propofol?
Something. You know what I mean? They had to.
Oh, it's just.
I bet you they gave her Ativan and Haprol. That's probably what they gave her.
And I like the ones that, I can't believe this just happened. What, that they didn't elect a criminal? That's the funny thing about it. Like if it was, like I said, if JFK just got beat by Trump, and JFK had the same stature as he did back in 1960, and Trump beat JFK. Now, I would be fucking surprised. You know what I'm saying? But I keep saying to Trump was running against one of the most evil, fucking crooked, most known crooked people ever. One of the worst decision makers ever.
Right.
She was a horrible decision maker. It doesn't matter how much experience you have if every fucking job you get into, you do an awful job.
Right.
She's fucking awful. And a criminal.
Yeah.
So, and she didn't have anybody's best interest other than her own. I think Trump really wants to make fucking America great again.
Of course he does.
In this whatever great is, whether
Right.
he's tired of he doesn't want our country being fucking sold
Europeanized.
Yeah, and we also don't want to become Europe.
Yeah.
It's not this. Europe ain't the way to.
Right.
We got to work on the health care. We need some health care.
Yeah. They'll figure that out, Joe.
Well,
They'll
they've
figure
been
that
working
out.
on that for a long
I know.
time.
They'll figure that out. It's going to happen. And like you said, everyone's going to have a little skin in the game, and that's probably how it should be.
Show 67 is going to be short.
Really? I was having so much fun.
Because I don't have anything. I got nothing. I'm like falling asleep here.
Okay.
How much? What do we got? 50 minutes or so?
Very good. 52:45. That's
You
not
know,
bad. I mean, you did it. You did a straight hour of talking.
we'll put it up.
Fuck it.
Call it show 57.
You know what?
If they don't like,
maybe
we'll find that people listen to a shorter show.
Our next show, it's going to be Joe's birthday.
That's right.
And we're having a special birthday show. And it's going to end up being one of them 2.5 hour, 3 hour jobbers. So it's okay. We're taking a short show tonight.
We'll do 2 hours on my birthday.
Yeah, we'll do at least 2 hours.
Is that Thursday?
Yeah.
I guess it is, huh? Well,
so
listen, everybody.
When we come
We're
back,
kind of right.
It's going to be Joe's birthday.
We want you to tell a friend. Tell him to listen for a week. If you like the show.
Yeah.
If you don't like the show, but you think that somebody might like the show.
And if maybe someone got off their
Tell 'em.
ass and produced more short clips, tell them to listen to the short clips. You know what I mean?
Right. I'm getting off my ass to make some more short clips.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a.
You got to listen.
stockpile of
Have you been
those.
at least keeping track of what episodes you've listened to, or are you starting from the
Yes.
beginning and working forward?
I'm gonna start at the beginning and work forward.
Might as
And I'm
well.
trying to think of a system. Like at the end of the clip, I'll put like maybe the show number dash the time in to where I
that's
got
cool.
the clip.
That's a lot
You
of
know what I'm
extra work.
saying?
That's ambitious, my man.
Well, it might not happen, but that's why I wanted to have.
Maybe you should
all the
start by
shows.
republishing all the short clips we've already put up. It's only about 20 of them, but that might not be a bad idea.
Well, they're already there.
Well, I know, but you're effectively bumping them back to the top of the list is all I'm saying. just in case
Well,
someone
maybe.
doesn't make it to the bottom. You know, it's not.
I believe.
I mean, I could do that,
I
too,
believe a lot of
I'm not
people
going
don't
to.
go to like show 1 and say, I'm going to start listening. I think they find your show
Yeah, and they listen from then on.
and they, yeah.
And if they're a maniac,
I
they
do
might
that.
listen to a couple shows, but they'll definitely listen to every short clip you play. You know that for a fact.
Yes. Short clips are good.
Everyone
because
listens to those.
They're usually a gem, some gem.
Yeah, well, I mean, by definition, it's probably some weird best of because one of us found it funny or at least informative. Not all our clips are funny, but some of them are informative.
I have
They inform
one.
you of just how fucking little we know about anything that we're talking about.
I have one where
How's that for
you
information?
talk about your wish to be able to suck your own dick.
Oh my God, I
That
don't
would
remember.
be a good clip.
Yeah.
It's only about 30 seconds, but it's pretty good.
What you got to do is delve into the shit that didn't get published and make another decision on it and
Well,
see if maybe
I might have to do that too.
there's you know which one I'm talking about with me. It's very clearly and I didn't
Yeah.
leave it in a big show. I cut it out, but it's a big clip on its own.
Yeah.
That was a really good rant, but I don't know if that's going to be ever on the air
Well, you know what?
because that
We can
personal
bleep-
shit is weird.
We can bleep some shit out too.
On that one, it's painfully well, whatever.
Hey,
that was
we'll
the
work
bad
on it.
old days. Things are getting better, everybody.
Yeah. Well, you know what, Al?
As I'm fucking still in the worst month of my life.
What's crazy? It's August.
I'll tell you what's crazy.
So we got, what do we got? September, October. Shit, we'll be a year into this.
Oh, we're a year into it next week.
Well, we officially we
The first
put
time-
shows up in November.
Yeah, but we recorded stuff. We started in August.
Did we?
Last year. That's when we started recording stuff. Getting the balls to do it. It's been a year. It's been a year. It's been a quick year. It's been a weird year, man. Been a lot of shit's gone down. I got married and got a job in that order.
Yeah.
And I lost 50 pounds. What was 56? I put back on a. Did I tell you? I fell off the wagon. That booze, man. Even if you're not doing a lot of it, you can put 5 pounds back on pronto. You
It
know what I
adds
mean?
a lot of weight.
It's calories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Vodka has no carbs, but it still has calories. But I went from consuming like 60,000 calories in alcohol a week to nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now I'm probably back up to 5 or 6,000, but it's not good.
You can shut it down again if you
I'm gonna. I was supposed to shut it down yesterday, but I'm weak. I'm weak right now. I'm weak.
Well-
I've even been fucking smoking my wife's cigarettes, which is crazy. I haven't bought cigarettes since May 7th last year. So she's smoking. I'm like, all right, I'll smoke. You know what I mean?
Here's what
So
I
I've
want you
been
to
smoking.
do. Stop talking and say good night
All right, listen.
to my little friend.
Again, I know it's all about you, but
It's not all about me.
Joe, I'd
About
like to-
you, brother.
listen, thank you for everything. And we're having a good time here.
It was just my idea.
And you can't. It was your idea. I didn't even know what you were talking about. I've told this story a million times.
I know.
I was like, I didn't even know what you were talking about.
I barely knew what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
and then finally, for some reason, I deigned to do it, and it's been a ball.
I think this is
It's
great.
therapeutic. You've been saying for years that we should be in couples therapy, and this is our couples therapy, baby.
Yeah. So if it doesn't take off,
Although we don't really express our hate for each other here like we would do with a counselor, but still, we have fun.
I don't have any hatred towards you at all.
No, I love you and you love me, but we could probably
Drum up some hate.
drum
for,
up some
for
fucking
ratings.
nastiness for ratings. You know what I mean?
We can do that.
All right, listen. Don't you fucking back out of your birthday show, motherfucker.
No, I got
All right.
nothing to do.
All right,
I
good.
keep forgetting it's happening this week.
I haven't told Patty yet that I'm going to need her for 5 minutes next Thursday. She's going to have to deal with the list, but whatever the fuck.
All right.
I'll call her. All right, baby. I'll let you go. See you next time.
Good night, everybody.